All right. Let's check, see if we're on. Uh, come on.
I got notification from Twitch that you are streaming.
All right.
Take that into the bathroom.
All right. All right. All right. Okay. So, oh, but I forgot to just change the settings. It's gonna still say Desert of Desolation on there.
Aha!
Oh, start over. Redo.
Stop the stream! Stop the stream! Stop the stream! Stop the stream!
Don't go across the streams.
We just crossed the stream. We've now entered
Ghostbusters of D&D.
the mists of Barovia.
Oh, I guess that means we're gonna have to play Desert of Desolation then.
All right. Yeah. That's what it means.
Remember, no prep means the less prep, more likely a TPK.
Oh, is that how it
Yeah.
works?
Okay. Let's come on. Let's hurry up so we can change this.
I don't need to stop the stream, do I?
Are we still streaming?
Yes. Do you need me to stop the stream?
No. No. All right. Here we go.
Pause, our valiant listeners, while we have resolve our technical difficulties. We appreciate your patience.
Well, let me start. Let me just sing the theme song meanwhile while you get prepped. It's Dragonlance 5e with the evil DM. Wants to kill everybody at level 2. They're at level 2.
Level up.
Will they ever level up in Dragonlance D&D 5e?
We're good.
Could we be more out of key?
We're good. I fixed it. It says Dragonlance now.
Okay, now that we've lost all your subscribers.
Sorry, I'm catching up on my phone games.
Hi.
So, anyways, this is Dragonlance 5th edition D&D with our DM Zerift, the ever prepared DM Zerift, taking a page out of Aaron's DM book.
Tricks, ways of saving time as a DM.
Yeah, but we real quick, let's introduce our players. We have Aaron,
Chunko Darhargar,
Jody.
the dwarf wizard. What's that?
We have Jody.
Okay, Jody.
Yes, that is me. Hello, I'm Warren Wormtongue. I think I'm a druid, a dwarven druid of the earth. Yes, everything's of the earth when you're a dwarf.
All right, and we got Pete,
who's playing Dwareg Darhargar, the City Watch fighter that is going to become a knight of Salania. Salami?
The salami? Not a pastrami.
I know it's so dangerously close to say that. It's salami. Well, anyways, to recap what happened last time. Sorry we didn't get to stream the game because we had technical issues. But I'm going to recap what happened. We started off with they started out in the town of Salanthus and it got sieged. Only to arrive in the first two towns to find that they were being besieged by a hag. Now they chased the hag to another town to find that people have gone missing. While a colorful circus was in town, they first originally thought it was the spies of the Lord of the Marsh, but they found out from a drunken draconian that their men are missing too. And to their horror, found out that the circus has been kidnapping them and turning the people and people, both Lord of the Marshes and the people of Salanthus, into evil clowns to work for this evil warlock of a ringmaster. They defeated the ringmaster after a very grueling battle, which is probably partly my fault. But they managed to free all the people, went back to normal, and that's where we left off. Is they were at a circus and they're in the town, and now you
We've had a long rest.
awake. Yeah, after a long rest, and you're in, and you're about ready to go to the third town to have your where you're pretty sure you're ready to have your final face off with the hag who serves Lord Soft.
Wait a
My
minute,
question
that hag
actually-
serves Lord Soth?
Yeah, I told you guys that.
Yeah, I know. I'm
hags,
just emphasizing it for the
dark
recap.
elves, undead serve Lord Soft.
What?
It's kind of part of the lore here.
Okay, I see.
That's like being in Barovia and finding out that the minions serve uh, the vampire
Strong.
Strahd.
Yeah, that guy.
Mind
Uh,
blown.
Wait. Does this mean we'll actually reach a mystical place called level 3 when we get thinking against the hack?
We might need that if we're
Yeah,
gonna
like
run
I
into
told you
Lord
guys
Soth.
last game, it's going to be after this session. You'll all level up to 3 when you hit the city. But this is the last. You're getting ready to head to the last town. That's between you and the city, basically.
Well, the good thing is I picked up a magic item at
Oh
the
yeah,
circus.
that's right. You found a special gem
A ruby of the
on
war
this
mage.
cane that the ringmaster wielded, which is an arcane focus +1.
Yeah, see, that's better than uncommon, or that's better than common because it's +1.
Ooh. Your spells have sparkle.
Yeah,
It's got extra
so-
sparkle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ringmaster was a dark elf that had a pact with the hag, who was a warlock who was pact with the hag. So you're ready to. You're
Now we definitely know the hag is
expected to. Your breakfast is laid before y'all, and it is blood sausages, eggs, bacon, and all the meats you can handle.
Jeez.
I'm a dwarf. I can handle lots of meats.
Yeah, but where's the
Is,
fruit?
is my lady is my lady friend here?
Oh yeah, that's right. You did have a bit of a fuffle with the head of the Knights of the Sword.
You're in an affair? What? When did that happen? How did it get started?
Family show, family show. Yeah.
Let's just say it was a good
she,
sponsor. It's a sponsorship, right?
she's,
A very special sponsorship.
the way it works is you have to get a recommendation from the council,
Who, me?
and
Knights.
there are several knights of the order who represent the heads. Now, you recall that Pete Dorargar, your character recalls that you were offered a chance to get a recommendation from the Knights of the Rose Head if you go and bring back the sword to him. But you all found out later would be a very bad thing, even in the most innocent of hands.
Hmm.
Which is, yeah, you guys are I forgot to mention that you are all questing after the Dragon Orb. Gosh, there's a lot to. Next time I'm writing this all down and just speaking it, reading it. Yeah, but
You're going prepare?
She pretty much have a recommendation as long as you take care of this hag.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't think he needed
but
convincing.
you're pretty sure she's gotten information. This is kind of rushing it, but she's gotten information that the hag is in the next town over, and it's time to finish this fight with her.
You know which building?
Let's get this tag.
All right. Do we need to load up on any supplies before we leave town? And
Oh yeah, you guys did arrive town. You got like yeah, you got your gold last time.
yeah, we did. But I'm asking, does anybody need to collect supplies?
Possibly. What do we got to work with? Let's see here. So I got that. We're currently around 132 gold.
Do we have any steeds?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, given steeds by the Knight of the Rose Guide to take you to.
Okay.
Oh, we have loner steeds, rented steeds.
Potion healings are like 50 gold, right?
Yeah, but yeah, you have horses to take you from town to town.
Do they have potions of healing?
Yeah. She found your steeds from the. You didn't get them because you walked through the forest last time
Mm-hmm.
to the first town, but she found the steeds that were set for you because that's going to be important. These are I wouldn't say warhorse steeds. I'd say they're normal steeds because this is going to be important later, and you'll see why. Uh, but you got some horses to take you across town. She notes that she can't go with you on this one.
So
She knows
riding
that.
horses
She says what
or
now?
draft horses?
She can't come with you on this one.
Okay.
That she has to stay here and to look after the damages left behind by the circus. That people are still confused, wrapping up prisoners from the Lord of the Marshes, Draconians, and servants and so forth.
War horses. We got war horses, right?
No, just regular horses.
Riding horses.
Riding horses.
Yeah, just regular riding horses. If I gave you war horses, it would be unfair for what I'm about to do.
He's about to slaughter our He's about to slaughter our horses.
Right, and so she notes that you. She bids you. She takes Dorgar aside and goes. You know, I didn't think of much of you when I first met you, but it's not easy for someone of my stature to admit when they're wrong. And she kind of puts out a hand to shake yours.
This is Dorreg's hand?
Yeah, yeah. This is the knight's hand giving a handshake to Dory.
Cut it off.
As a dwarf, I'm often overlooked, and I shake her hand.
Bad, very bad.
And,
Often overlooked by humans.
Did we mention there's livestock in the last one? Or was that the one before?
all of a sudden, a waiter shows up and goes, "All right, who gets the bill?"
Oh, the knights there. Over there. Knights of the Rose, yeah.
She kind of sighs and goes, "Knight of the Sword."
The Knight of the Wallet.
Yeah, but she. So, any place you want to go to in particular? Anybody you want to see before you leave town?
No, I picked up a potion of healing per their suggestion, so I spent 50 gold on a potion of healing.
Okay. Can you do
that? Yeah, you all can go wherever.
Get a potion of healing?
Once you told me you were going to a store, I would have set up the whole situation. But yeah, you do you also go to a apothecary store or?
Yeah, that's where we'll get it, and I'll probably pick up a healer's kit too, just in case that potion runs out.
you go to a what looks to be an alchemist shop, and you see a sort of like a chemist testing potions, and it's a sort of a balding man with glasses, and he's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes. Your finest
Potions of healing.
And he goes, "Oh yes, we have plenty of those. We also have for sale. Let's see. Oh, that would be my cheap. Where is that? Here it is. Let's see what potion I want to sell.
I am perusing your winner's fast catalog for gifts
You
for
see
my.
a lot of potions. You see a. Ooh, that would be a nice one. Let's see. For 100 gold, you know what? Let's roll on the table for this. No. Yeah, we'll just roll on the table. If it hits that number, we'll just re-roll it.
20 or 100 or what?
D1.
56.
56. You, Chunko, you find a spell scroll for sale of Scorching Ray.
Scorching
But you have to buy it first. And I say that would be.
Too expensive.
Too expensive, exactly.
I'm about to say probably because I just spent I don't know how much gold. I'm down to 60 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't afford it. I was about to say like 100 gold or something.
Well, I don't know. We haven't hit your level 3 yet. Do you expect us to have big purchase?
But I'll tell you what, since I am such a nice DM and not the horrible DM you make me out to be, who keeps you at level 2, I will. You can. I'll give you a discount, and you can spend. Give me about 60 gold for it.
Okay, sure.
That's cool. Oh, okay.
I'll give you 60 now, and then 40 when I get to the next town. I'll
Send it
I'll,
by pigeon.
I'll send it via what's the name of this planet or this realm?
Kryn.
I'll send it via Kryn Union. The other 40.
Yeah, the dwarves have their, much like the Templar had way back then, they have their own banking methods. So they have ways to transfer stuff. But he puts a lock on the spell scroll. Until you pay the rest of the fund, you can't use it, but you have it.
Cool.
So there's like this arcane lock on it. So.
All right. So I owe you 40.
Yeah. Jody, do you want to peruse their wares?
And some, how shall we say, a potion of healing is always useful.
All right.
And,
You can
already
get a potion.
pulled out the price. So I'm looking. Does he have armor here? Can I wear armor? I'm a druid. I don't know. I don't think I can wear armor.
Armor would be a completely different shop.
I think armor, you could wear hide armor, or you could wear leather or studded leather.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what I might have right now.
Actually, I do think druids can wear medium armor.
Yeah, hide
As I
is medium
recall
armor.
Well, I do recall one
Probably
wearing
more
breastplate in one game.
metal either. Yeah, what else we got? What else we got? So let's see what's in your inventory here. What's my weapons? mass weapons of destruction.
All right, so
They got a sling. Yeah, I got nothing there. I don't think I can do any other crazy weapons. Although, what's my whacker like? Let's see. I've got a 1d4. Come on. Proficient with maces. I'm checking. Pick up a mace and try to swing it, see if I can actually wield it. Because I try to find my class.
Oh, I imagine you could because druids can wield scimitars, I believe.
Possibly, yeah, but they're very restricted because of their whole nature-loving thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's not even a weapon class proficiency. It's the whole you can do this or this or this. It's so second ed. Yes, light armor, medium armor, or shields. But I will not wear armor or use shields made of metal.
There are. I can see a shield being made of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a real sturdy wood.
Yeah, that's what I got right now. I already got it. Want to buy it off me and I'll get a better wood? Or do you take a used armor? I got medium armor. I think that means hide, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every now and then,
Sorry, y'all.
certain League adventures, they offer like scale mail or something that's made of natural hide or made of wood or bone or something.
Is it a different pricing?
Well,
it's just certain adventures they offer it as a reward. So
for now, I'll say no because
it's within the realm of possibility.
Adventures League, because this is a homebrew game.
Yeah.
Which does mean more freedom in the long run, but it's not like we can have everything just
like like you might be able to find breastplate made out of like dragon hide or something.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Oh wait, I have some plan for that.
Scale mail. You got any scale mail or no?
We got no. Yeah, you approach a blacksmith and he goes, "We got no scale mail made of those things, but I have a hunter friend who can get you some. Let's see.
First.
Let's see. What letter? What letter? What armor do you have right now?
Just plain leather and a shield.
Leather armor and a shield.
Yeah.
So you could get studded leather.
Yeah,
that's got metal.
The next one up would be the probably
little metal stud.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, I'd say you can get studded leather if you have 45 gold to spend for it.
For an improvement of 1. I'll hold off. See if I can get a scale mail or a breastplate down the road. That's better and more half plate. One plate is probably bad, but yeah. I'll hold off on the armor. I was looking at weapons next. Yeah, maces, scimitars. Let's see what we got there. Do we got?
Yeah, you see a rack of surprisingly scimitars, very beautiful, ornamented. You see a rack of maces on the other side, very rough, very gruff.
So, by the way, Michael, your camera moved again.
Oh, sorry.
Checking his nose again. Look, got a healer's kit too, y'all. Hey, look at that. Okay. So, nice scimitars, clunky maces. Is that what you say?
Yeah, they're very nice, ornamented, beautiful scimitars, and you have these really rough and gruff maces. Like these are maces built to be just that maces, while like the scimitars are like almost like swords. They're decorated and ornate and very beautiful.
Hmm.
So it's really preference.
I'm a hammer. I'm a dwarf. I like to hit things like a hammer. That's what I say. I don't like none of this stabby stuff. More bash it, bash it, bash. You don't stab the walls of the mines to get the gems out, do you? Checking one thing real quick.
Did you say something about javelins?
I'm looking at those too, if we got them. But I don't know. Ooh, that's good. Do I have that? I think I was saying. Yeah, but I don't want to get too encumbered here.
Right.
I can't do that guy, I guess. Alrighty.
Okay, while Joey's looking this up, Pete, is there anything you want to buy?
I go to the apothecary.
Hmm?
I get out a couple mugs and I tap the healing potion keg and fill the mugs and put screw caps on the mugs. 2 healing potions, please.
He's like, coming right up.
That's it.
All right.
I'm broke now.
I think we have a quarter staff somewhere. Just a simple good staff. Maybe with a metal one. No metal. No. What am I talking about? That wasn't with good hardwood on the ends. Quarter staff. What's your price on a quarter staff?
Quarterstaff is
2 silver pieces, perhaps. That's what I hear it is in other places of this world.
quarterstaff. Yeah, 2 silver. It gives you a sturdy staff, very hard. I don't know my woods real well, so I don't know if this would be a correct term. English oak?
Okay.
Or no, it wouldn't be English because there's no English here. It would be Ukrainian oak.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go with that. 1 quarter stuff. Let me find it in the old stat book real quick. Ooh, do you have a quarter staff plus 3 or whatever? I say I had a quarter. You're like, oh yeah, that's 50,000 gold pieces, please.
$100,000. Just kidding. No, he has no such staff. He's like, +3? What is this? He's +3 you speak of?
It's mathematics thing you do with numbers.
All right,
What happens?
so you guys
Bring
get
us coming
your healing potions. So you guys got your healing potions, your weapons, and so forth. Any other supplies you need, or is that it?
Do you have any silver or magical weapons, Pete?
Nope.
Silver magical? What?
Couldn't afford one anyways.
We need silver magical weapons? What? What is this lore you talked of? I don't think I've got the stuff to silver. Silver is what, 50, right?
100, I think.
Mm. You're a fan. You sure are a fancy adventurer for my taste.
Does the
Um,
does the does the ruby of the war mage, when once it's applied to weapon, does that make that weapon? Uh, it doesn't apply to the weapon's attack or damage, but does it make it count as magical for overcoming resistance?
That's a good question. I guess that's a DM's call right there. No, because you're using it as an arcane focus, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So
Because
that means the
like
next chance I get, I need a silver.
You trying to bonk people over the head with your arcane focus?
you can use arcane focus as a head of a mace. But kidding aside, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that right now because you're going after a hag right now.
Okay.
Sure. You just consider it
All
on
right.
the road. Um,
We ready to rock and roll, or
I think I am. Are you?
no? I'm good.
Let's get ready to rock and roll.
Oh, actually, yeah, I stopped. I asked one of the passersby, "Excuse me,
He's like,
can
yes.
can you direct me to the local barber shop?" And when he does that, I say, "Ah, just kidding. I'm a dwarf."
He just mutters something about dwarves as he walks off.
Yeah, good one.
They can't take a joke. That's it. We're out of here.
Good
Let's
one,
go to the
Chunko.
next town.
I go to
Yeah.
Chunko. Chunko, do you know where the local barbershop is?
What do I? What? I'm a dwarf. How would I know?
Okay. So
Bar, bar.
your horses.
Is the
Uh,
bar shop where you do the bar turn?
and your horses are uh, beautiful riding horses.
Mhm.
Uh, and they got beautiful saddles ornated on them. Ornate saddles, I should say. And they're very beautiful. They're stunning gear on them. They just look up all pristine.
He's building
These
this up so
horses.
that way it's horrible. It's going to be horrible when the hag eats him.
I
All
get my
right.
horse to
Do
canter.
you want to
Hag's going to offer his horse
name
stew.
your
I guarantee it.
Yeah, let's do this. Do you want to have a name for each of your horses?
Bubba.
Bubba?
Glug.
Bubba Gump.
Do I have to name a horse? I don't know.
Of
I think
course.
Of course, of course. A horse is horse, of course, of course. Unless it's a fabulous Mr. Ed. No, it doesn't work. See, look underneath. That's not a mystery there. Hmm.
I named my horse Soth Jr.
Right. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of rolls in here. I guess I'll just name mine Doug. Yeah, my horse is Doug.
Okay, so you got Soft Junior, Doug, and Muglug. So the three of you are riding these horses down this gate,
What are these
and
boys?
the uh, the uh, the yeah, the guards town guards kind of give you a nod of recognition because you did help save the town people.
Did we? I thought of life
I
as a
tell one of
clown.
them as we're leaving, you got a little bit of clown makeup right here.
He just kind of freaks out and just starts rubbing it, and he's like, ah.
It's bleeding. It's bleeding.
And the other guy, there's like four guys, one chuckling, one gives an unimproving nod.
Let's see.
And the other one doesn't say anything. So as you pass the castle gate, you're now the town gate. You're going through the this road that seems to be very almost quiet, and as you pass through it, you
Beyond
note
the
that you note that uh, that it's you can't even hear the crickets.
lookout, I think there's a guy around here named Elmer hunting rabbits.
What was the name of that dude that we saw that was telling us about what the nature of the orb, that old guy with the wild magic?
Dak.
Dak?
Primordial magic or primal magic, I should say. There's a book all the way over here, buried in a stack of books.
What's that?
I have the book over there, buried under a stack of books. But yeah, he he does show up,
Who
and
does?
he
Dak?
goes Dak. He goes, "How are you faring, young dwarves?" And you see him again arguing with a tree,
He's got his clothes on at least, right?
demanding it. What?
He's got his clothes on at least, right?
Right, his clothes are always on.
That's good.
Yeah, it's right. Doodle on the map, right?
And he's got all his clothes on. I can't believe I'm having to say this. But he's arguing with a tree again.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Is there any items you need me to identify, or any lessons in lore you need?"
I don't know. Doesn't look like the tree is very receptive, is it?
Should I show him my ruby of the war mage?
Yeah, and he identifies it. It's a arcane focus, and he notes that it was once forged by a great white wizard until he was murdered and killed by a dark elf who took it.
Yeah.
And it appears it's found its way back into the proper white mage's hands.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's right. You guys did learn a lot of lessons of lore in the library last session.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have questions about that.
Let's see.
I don't know what I have here. Delgard, Twindle. Tell us more about this green hag, because she's got it in for us.
Well, he tells you what you are, some of the things you already know about the hag. That she was always left on mischievous doings was left untouched because they feared the wrath of Soth because she serves under Lord Soth until Pete arrested her and then they let her go.
Mm.
Or Pete's character, I should say. But he also notes that she wasn't always a hag. She used to be a very beautiful sorceress until she was corrupted by the dark fey magics of the Feywild and turned into a hag and put into Lord Soft's service. And he's like, well, such a sad face the corruption of power can bring. Is there anything? Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, yes. Anything else you want me to tell you about?
I don't know anything else to bring up.
Yeah.
Well, you did read about, I think, yeah, you read about two wizards. If you wanted to ask about them.
Okay, what was it that I had read about them?
You wrote about, actually, three wizards, actually. One that fought alongside Huma, named Magius. You read about him. You read about a mysterious wizard during the time of the War of the Lance, whose ultimate fate is unknown. You read about another wizard that just roams around, I believe.
Uh, yeah, okay. What about this roaming wizard? Have you came across him?
And he goes, unfortunately, I have Mr. Dauntless. He's a black robe wizard who did possess the wizard during the War of the Lands, who goes around looking for young mages to devour to increase his youth, or his life, I should say. Not necessarily youth. He still looks like an old man. And he's always hungry, looking for young wizards. So he warns you to be on the lookout.
Luckily, I'm not young. I'm considered middle age, right? 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 My my pubescent squeaky voice kicks in.
That's a surprisingly high voice for a dwarf.
I'm 55
Uh,
and a half, going on 56.
yeah, but he notes that uh, he yeah, but you do recall also reading about a staff kept in the Dorvish vault, wielded by the same wizard from War of the Lance, and also wielded by Magius.
Mhm. Tell me about this powerful staff that keeps repeating through the history books.
He notes that it's called the Staff of Magius.
Hmm.
That it has, it's a. You may want to write this down. It's a +2 wizard staff with spells on it. Like I changed it up a bit. Like it has light and featherfall,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much it. but he notes it's a pretty powerful staff, uh, and he hopes if you find it and choose to wield it, that it serves you better than it did its last wielder.
Who held it for 4 hours before being murdered.
Before being devoured.
Oh, yeah, devoured.
Oh, he wasn't devoured. He had much force fate bestowed upon him.
Staff of devouring.
But
The blob, right? That stick they stick in the goo, and the goo goes up the stick.
yeah, and he notes that, and if there's nothing else, he will bid you good day and point you to the village. And he actually, strangely enough, tells you about that the sorceress, before she became a hag, used to roam around the woods outside of the upcoming town, who was said to have a lair out there.
Let's find it. Do you know where it's located?
He's like 5 miles west of the town, outside the town.
Can you put it on my mini map? I want a compass marker over my head.
Right.
Hey!
He takes an ink, quill, and pen and just draws a little map on your forehead.
You got this, Chunko? I sort of scrunch up my forehead a little bit, and then scrunch it a little bit.
I spin him around a couple of times, and then I wait to see where he stops spinning, what direction he's pointing in.
Are you talking about the wizard or the dwarf?
My dwarf cousin with the arrow in his forehead.
Strangely enough, when he stops,
One sec,
Dora
I gotta do something.
Points both directions.
259 degrees from true north.
Wait a minute. Is this arrow the one that points to true north, or the arrow that points to true south? I turn him around and I start looking at his butt to see if there's an arrow sticking out of there. There isn't one. Darn it. It's 50-50.
Family show.
50-50 here.
Family show.
Do we go this way or do we go that way?
And the wizard just goes, "Why don't you just go to town first and see what's what, and then go west?"
Man, these old folks know everything, don't they? Okay, we'll do that.
Hey, I think we get paid when we get to town too.
That's right. More money.
Money.
I'm in my future.
All right, we keep heading to town.
You don't want to go to our lair that's 5 miles outside of town? What could possibly go wrong about facing a hag in her lair?
I say we go to town, and then we leave our riding horses there so the hag doesn't get any notions of turning them into glue.
Okay.
And then we hike to her lair.
Okay. So as Thak waved you goodbye, just kind of gives you a smiling nod. You feel a kind of warmth and confidence about yourselves when you talk to Thak after leaving. Except for
Doric.
Jody's character.
Or-
Orin.
Oren, yeah, Oren. Except for Oren, he just feels, you know, one of those awkward. Feels like this situation felt awkward to him.
Yeah.
Though you do feel a kind of warmth. It's a warmth that feels awkward to you, and you don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, yeah, there was something I wanted to do with Oren. Before you arrive in town, you, uh, no, you arrive in town. That's what we'll do first. You arrive in town, and it's almost a ghost town.
But then we can still collect our fee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They give it to you.
Hmm?
Everybody's missing. Do you want to start exploring buildings or anything?
No, I want to sleep.
As you sleep, you receive a dream,
Uh,
which, and you see in this dream a giant earth elemental who tells you, beware of the path you're on. We do not take side.
do not what?
Beware of the path you're on. We do not take sides. And then you wake up. Um, uh, as you kind of have this like short nap and you sleep, and no one seems to notice that you had a dream, and it feels like you were awake the whole time or something. So you can't explain this dream. It felt so real to you and surreal at the same time. Um, as you two are scoured into place, you find that no one's here. But you see evidence. Actually, give me investigation checks. Oh,
I see the rolls are going to continue.
It's It sounds like we're gonna take a nap too.
Yeah, right.
so as you two take a nap, uh, 12, yeah. Oren, you notice that there's looks to be a struggle. There was claw marks and so forth, and you're pretty sure these marks are left by blights.
Mm. Needle blights, perhaps vine blights.
You do know blights. You've encountered them in the first town of the three towns
Mhm.
when you fought the hag the first time.
She's got her allies again. It seems. I see.
Dorig and Chunko, as you both sleep, uh, Chunko, as you're asleep, you go back to that place again with the pool under the moonlight, and a woman with a silver hair and a white robe greets you. What do
Hello,
you say to her?
hello.
She goes, greetings.
What advice do you have for me today, my lady?
That you should be wary of the wrath of Soth, for one. and wary of, though this hack must be stopped. But you also must be wary of, do not lose focus over the dragon orb.
So now you tell me it's a dragon orb. You didn't admit that to me before.
Caught in a lie.
She goes, there's a time and place for everything, and it was not yet ready. If I told you what everything about it, you have, like so many other fools, tried to seek it and claim its power for your own, which would only bring ruin.
That's nice that you think that I'm actually past that point. Just kidding.
You just hear this long drawn out sigh. But she notes, do not forget what you saw in the last vision.
Okay, I won't. Remind me what that was again?
You saw the Lord of the Marsh, a man in this humongous, this very elaborate dragon, black dragon armor, and the whole of Kryn burning. And which is funny because from what the Draconian told you in the last game, which I forgot to bring up, the spy for Lord of the Marsh,
The drunken spy.
Yeah, the drunken spy. He said that all he wants to do is ask it a question. But you also do remember that what Thak told you before, not this game, but the last game you ran into him. He said that he has information on things that mortals were not meant to know.
Okay, so that question could still be bad news.
Right. Right. And kind of raffles you, how can one question do all this, cause all this destruction? But it must, at the same time, it occurs to you, it must be one hell of a question.
Is Darth Vader my father?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but so it's sort of a puzzle that you're trying to figure out, trying to wrap your head around who this guy is, what does he want, and what does he want so bad that would cause the whole Kryn to burn. And then all of a sudden the dream ends.
Okay.
And Doric, you go back to Doric. You go back to seeing the man in armor. You don't see his face, but you have a warm familiarity about him. He
Oh, ankles down.
And we thought that our technical difficulties last session were bad.
Yeah, I got it. My books fell. That's all. But you guys, Pete, the man in armor pretty much shows you this place, this lair of the hag, and you see the people of the townsfolk being tied up and put into trees as the roots and vines sort of engulf them.
Okay.
And you just see the hag sitting in a chair, and she seems to be with the people tied into the trees, draining their life from them. And she seems to be growing in power.
Okay.
Sounds like we might need to invest in some lumberjack axes.
Right?
Chop down some trees.
Chop down some hag.
Ooh, chainsaws. Chainsaws, right?
This is Forgotten Realms. There's no chainsaw.
Oh.
Gonna do an investigation roll and try to create a chainsaw.
If you use lightning breath as a half dragonborn or whatever, can you like chop down the tree with lightning breath?
Gosh, I don't think so. It's just if you're doing an investigation, Jody, all you manage to do is tie a lumberjack axe to one end and another axe at the other end. It's like perfect.
You just made
Ooh,
lumberjack nunchucks.
Put it on a pinwheel.
But it's got metal. I can't use it. You guys go.
Well, he rolled a 10, so I don't think he's figured out the pinwheel yet.
Oh.
But as you behold that, behind her, you see a figure that you've never seen before.
It's Waldo.
There's Waldo.
No, this is the old guy that killed Waldo. You see a metal helm with sort of deer antlers stretching out from it, black and silver armor.
Dark helmet.
David
Space
Leaf.
Ball.
Dark helmet.
And
And he's playing with little dolls.
You notice that he's has a cloak that's kind of fur trimmed on the top, and it's a dark violet on the back, and he has his hand on a ornate ebony hilt with a blade that looks sort of silver with ornate black, like in lines in it, like it's been tainted.
David leaps off.
And you see him warn, and he's talking to the hag, and he warns her that this is her last chance. Our master will not be forgiving for a second failure.
Who's seeing this? Doric?
No, Lord Soth is saying it to the hag.
No, this isn't Lord Soft, but actually, roll me a history or nature check.
History, nature, whim.
Yeah, it's tied to the lumberjack.
The lumberjack.
Yeah, with 11, you're pretty sure that what you're looking at is
It's a guy.
This isn't Lord Soft in particular. This is just one of his Death Knights.
Shouldn't he be signing then?
Death, not death.
Oh.
And strangely enough, when he looks behind himself, he's looking straight at you, Dorag, as if he can see you.
Out of the back of his head. He's got eyes on the back of his head. He'd make a great teacher.
No, I said he turned around.
No, he turned around and is looking right at you. Shoot the finger at him. See if he reacts.
Right.
Oh, I'm dreaming. Can I do anything?
You could try to attack him. You can run. You can pretty much do anything. It's your dream.
Shoot the finger.
I drop my pants.
And as you do that, he puts his hand.
Family show. Family show. Let me just stop you right there.
On your forehead. Or I said head.
Or
And then you feel like this cold grasp
Again,
come
family
out,
show.
and you feel like it's spreading throughout your body, and as it begins to rot, you
TMI.
wake up
TMI.
screaming. And then you realize it's a dream, but as you wake up, you notice that your forehead is bleeding.
ooh,
Oh, I must have bumped my head on the ceiling when I got up.
do we see the blood?
Yeah, you guys see the blood.
Yeah.
Is he wearing his pants when he wakes up?
Yeah, he's wearing his pants. But you notice that they're pulled up 2 feet up above his waist.
Yeah. No, would you like a touch of healing there, my good Mortdorf? I can, hold on. Get in the picture.
Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. I could touch it up a little and stop the bleeding. What say you?
So yeah, Joey's character Oren gets a couple of herbs and just kind of rubs it on your forehead where the cut is, and it kind of feels like nothing, but it makes the pain go away. But you're actually roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Who, me?
Pete.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you're not frightened by this encounter. No, just
I'm just messing with you.
yeah. So turn on the light real quick.
What is it? There you go. That's my herbology. Ah! Ah! Lights on and off.
Bit struggle to walk through here. Yeah, so y'all wake up refreshed. Do you tell each other about your dreams?
Sure.
Sure.
Nope.
You didn't have a dream at all, huh? Just kind of bashed your head in the middle.
I must have bashed my head on the ceiling when I woke up. This is low. Damn bunk beds.
It's
All
funny
right, man.
when he
Let's
says
go.
that, but see
How do we run
bunk
it
beds
down?
anyway, except in the orphanage, which is like a good few feet away from where he's sleeping.
An orphanage? They're dwarves, they're not children.
Let's go take this hag out.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, since people you guys don't know anything about the townspeople being held there, so when you walk through the forest, through the brush a bit, she let me grab something. She
Close up.
and
I think
she yeah, you notice these people that look like all wrinkled and withered and old inside these trees with these brushes, and you're mortified by the looks of it, and they're like, "Oh." But except for Pete, but you've seen this before in your dream.
Are we chopping people down or something? Are we trying to? Take your time.
That depends. Did you guys remember to bring the axes? Oh wait, why would you bring axes? Pete didn't tell you about the dream.
No, it didn't, did he?
I do have my battle axe and hand axe.
Yeah, I
I
have
got my
hand axes.
quarterstaff that I just bought.
I've got 2 hand axes anyway.
Yeah, I'd say you can cut them down if you want. Make me a athletics check.
Maybe I can't.
Chunko, when you throw your axe at the law, no, we're gonna do this. You swing your axe as hard as you can.
Just a reminder, but this
And
is also my
when you
magic
swing
focus.
like a metal bar or something and it hits something, and you get that ricochet through it, and
Oh,
you
my
all start
elbow.
shaking, and your hands begin to blister, and you drop the axe.
Okay. I'm not doing that
So
again.
you're all
Let's just take out the hag, and then maybe this will sort itself out.
right.
We hope. Yeah, we hope. They could be Horcruxes for all we know. But...
This is just weird, guys.
Yeah. I want to go back to the telling ruins of truth. Forget about this world I've stumbled into. Yes. Just get back into my little clan and be with my little clan people. Yes. That's what I'll do.
So you say that the squirrel pops up and just goes and just kind of tilts his head, like, and it's almost teary-eyed.
Well, Mr. Squirrel, how's your life been today? Got any news from the wilds?
So you're using speak with animal, or
Yeah, sure. I got that.
Which way to the hag?
and he just goes, no,
You want to lead us, or are you afraid of her?
yeah, he leads you to shows you through a way, and he shows you a passage of people with these sort of moss and twigs and mixtures.
Hey, get him show us how to sneak up on the egg.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, good question. Let's see. That will be a nature check from the squirrel.
Ah. Just doing the speak to the woods. Yeah. Well, the secret door that you're pointing us to, Mr. Squirrel, looks like it's the main entrance of her lair. Can I not find a more hidden entrance? We know there's another entrance.
I'm no help.
Try to find a nice juicy nut on the ground.
He gets from the bear totem, or which totem?
It's the circle. No, it was Circle of the Shepherd. Speech of the Woods. Very first thing.
The squirrel struggling to remember where everything is. Everything's been tainted and changed. And it leads you into a... Actually, where is it? Do I have that with me? Oh, yes, I do.
Leads us into the Admiral Akbar Cove.
It's a trap.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
These are not the nuts you're looking for.
Anyways, actually, what am I doing? They're way up here. All right, here they are. Okay, you run into, you accidentally run into 5 twig blights. Roll initiative.
Is this the map?
Do we need our little map?
Oh, wait, I have to clear the old initiative. Hold on real quick. Did I clear the old initiative?
And then I'm looking at the circus tent still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, sorry. But we're not to the hag yet, but we can switch it to here. But yeah, like I said, I had to reuse maps, and you guys doodled all over the old one. Do, 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 do. Let's see.
I think I'm gonna need more tea for this.
All right, so
Here's my last tea there. Oh, you've gone full screen. Escape.
all right. That's it. No, I'll do it later. So we're at initiative settings. Okay, Junko, you go first. What do you want? You see 5 blights in front of you, and the squirrel's like rolling up Orin and going hiding into under his shirt collar and just
Oh, that's
full
cute.
head looking hat.
5 of them. Are we doing mind, or are they mapped out somewhere?
Well, we're doing it partly mine, partly map. They're on the map, but it's like in the center of all the doodles.
You know you can delete the doodles, right?
Uh, can I? If you guys can only delete them because you made them.
I'm pretty sure the DM has full control over everything, but
Yeah.
Oh, clear drawings. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There's,
But that being said, we're still on the circus tent.
oh, sorry. It's been a while. There we go.
Poof, we've gone away.
And our turn order has gone away.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't want that 9.
Yeah, they're right here.
Okay.
Since you guys ran straight into them, I would say they get a surprise round on you guys. But,
Are all those red X's townspeople?
people are in the trees.
no, those red X's are Dragonborn or whatever that we killed last time.
Yeah, Draconians.
Oh yeah, because we're reusing maps.
Yeah, we're reusing maps.
See, this hag's really a necromancer.
Ooh, somehow I snuck up on her. I'm hidden behind this tree.
Oh.
I don't know how I got up here, but I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Don't.
we could just move you. We could just move you guys all in front of them because you guys kind of ran into them.
Sheer gold. Who's sheer gold?
Oh shoot! Right.
Suregold's the one who they're going to surprise attack.
Ah, yes. Okay.
See, that's the evil plot twist. Suregold was with us in the beginning, but is really against us. Dun dun dun.
Da, da, da.
We're gonna turn on our horses and run. Oh no, that's right. We're on foot.
Yeah. So. Uh, you guys see these blights in front of you. I guess they get surprise round because you ran right into them.
Ouch.
So they get a
They're
+3 to
sticky.
hit. So claws. Oh, same unit. That one's gonna claw at Orin. One's gonna claw at Pete. It's a 15 hit.
Miss.
All right. And one's gonna claw at Chunko. And the other two are just gonna tackle Doric. Miss. Miss. They suck at their surprise round.
So are they? Is their position reflective of where they're at?
Yeah. Yeah, they're in order like that in front of them. In front of you guys.
So it's my turn now, right?
Right now, it's your turn.
Yeah. Boom. That's the area effect. Thunderclap. Boom. Oh, but wait.
So Constitution save, 3 of them.
Well, there goes our sneaking up.
Right.
And I believe does the 13 pass?
Yes,
So 2 of them got hit.
for 3 points of thunder damage.
All right. 3 points of thunder damage.
Thunder.
Which one's that?
Thundercats. Oh.
And I'll draw. Oh no, that's it.
All right.
I guess your staff wherever doesn't give a +1 damage, does it?
No.
I think it's a +1 to attack, but yeah. Next is the Blight's turn. Which let's see if they are more successful this time. Claw, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow. 5. Okay, so the first three attack Chunko. So I'm assuming a 17 and 17 and 17 and 18 hit.
You shield.
17 and a 17 and an 18. Well, they would, unless I cast shield.
All right. And I'm assuming 11 and 9 will. Yeah, 11 and 9. It's not going to hit anything. All right. So. It is now Orin's turn.
Oh, my turn. Sorry. I'm just wondering how to get on back on the turn order there.
Oh, you're on the turn order.
Yeah, we don't see. All we see is Dwareg.
Yeah.
That's weird. It shows all of you guys on mine.
That's okay. As long as you're keeping track and you let us know.
Yeah. Okay. So, is it worth burning that spell? It's such a nice spell. Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna.
Neilbart's pretty weak.
All right. I'm gonna go whacking that with a. Boom. Get over here and actually Oh no, that's right. It's 8, 6. So you're right. No, I'm not gonna move there. I'm gonna move over to here instead, and frostbite on one of them.
Okay. Are they portable?
So let me get a spell for
Hmm. Just a
frostbite.
little. All right. DC saving throw. '19 and saves. Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
No, it saves.
And I will. I think that's all I can do right now.
All right.
Okay.
Uh, let's see.
Oh, no, I can do it. I'll do this.
Oh yeah, it's oh right, you
So-
activate. Didn't you activate a totem earlier?
No, I was just doing. Well, that was the speech of the woods aspect of the
All
circle.
right.
So I need to break it out into probably separate little things. But
All
anyway,
right.
So does that
and
mean
we
we
will
get 7 temporary hit points?
sure.
Is that the one,
Yeah, fair.
Bear?
5 plus your.
Mm.
Yeah,
Up there.
the Bears. The Bears. Anyways, yeah, Pete, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to squish one of the needle blights in front of me
Mm-hmm.
with my maul.
All right. 21 hits.
13 bludgeoning
How do you want to
damage.
kill it?
Didn't I just say I squish it?
Oh, you squish it.
I squish it.
It's now part of the ground.
All right.
That is all.
You gonna step forward maybe? Or...
I guess I could.
Yeah, your brother just kind of getting triple teamed right now. Oh, there you go.
All right. Yeah, you killed one. Do you want to do anything else, or is that going to complete your turn?
That's pretty well all I can do.
All right. Well, you have accident surge and stuff like that. But...
Needle blights? I think I'm rather save those for someone more important.
Right. Uh. Yeah, we're back in the top of the order with Chunko.
All right. One of these needle blights. I guess this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do hand axe.
You don't have to roll for damage. How do you want to kill it?
I just hack it in half, like right
Yeah,
through
you
the
just kind of
waist.
hack it in half, and it's like you're like,
I'm a lumberjack and I'm
with
okay.
your stupid hard trees, I can chop you down anytime.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna hack at this one.
All right. All right, roll for damage. How do you want to kill it?
Yeah, so let's just say that I did it with both of them. Like I did a one-handed kind of like a cross arm
Right.
to both of them, splitting them down the middle each way.
All right. All right. So we got.
And that would be my turn.
Remember your
Right.
bonus action. You don't have the full +5 on your bonus action to hit, though you still hit.
I don't have the damage.
I thought it was to hit. As
No,
well as
it's
damage.
the damage. It's the strength modifier to the damage that you don't get. So that's it for me.
All right. Now it's the Blythe's turn. There's two of them left. One's going to swing at Chunko. The other's going to swing at Dorig. Oh, what's... let's see. Neither of those hit. I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit Chunko.
Nope.
Nope.
Right. So we're at Orin's turn.
Mm-hmm. Frostbite again.
Okay.
And the one on Chunko.
Con save for the blight. Saves.
These blights no cold.
Yeah. Just kind of flexes and breaks the ice off and just brushes it off.
Yeah. I'm just distracting you from the when he comes and smacks you.
All right. Dorig, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm going to smush the one in front of me. You
All
go
right.
smush. Or not.
Nope. You're just the one that was flexing.
Kind of dodges backwards, all Matrix style.
I smushed the ground next to you.
But Chunko, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I guess I'll go right here and I'll do the same thing. Hand axe 1, hand axe 2.
Poof.
Alright, so one misses blatantly. And then
Yeah, again, it's like it dodges it like all backwards, and it's just flying in the air, and it's just holding its kick ready for the next attack.
and then the other one takes 2 points of slashing damage.
That will kill it.
Alright.
How do you want to kill it? Just saw in half again?
It was the same thing it was the same maneuver I was trying before.
All right.
It's like
chop.
Chop.
As it's flying in the air ready to kick, or just floating in the air, all Matrix style, you're just waiting for its turn to kick. It misses horribly on Chunko. Chunko, as it tries to kick you, you all go all Matrixy and just like what looks like there's three of you with the same pair of legs, like all like Agent Smith or something.
It's like 7 dwarfs.
Right. All right. I forgot to take the Orin. Orin, it is your turn.
Freeze him again.
Little blade. Freeze. We know you have no fat for the winter.
All right. Let's see. Constitution saving throw.
I wish that was a bonus action spell.
Oh my gosh. You guys can make amazing Constitution
That's
saving
little blight.
throws.
Little blight.
All right. Dorig, it's your turn.
I'm just distracting you, blight.
11 does not hit.
Ooh,
I smushed the ground next to him again.
This is one
thing just doesn't
tenacious
wanna go
needle blight.
down.
This is like
You're
this is a
making
total Neo needle blight. Whoa. There is no spoon.
Chunko, it is your turn. What do you want to do about this blight that just doesn't go down?
I'm taking him down.
Oh yeah.
If that doesn't get him, then maybe that one will.
The 13 hits.
Mhm.
That's enough to kill him.
Finally.
I got a bad feeling about what we're walking into, guys.
We got some killer needle blights here. And
Twig blights, technically, but yeah.
twig blights, yeah. But,
Illuminati too.
All right, so you defeated all the twig blights.
the Deathly Hallows. We're
or-
screwed. We have no Hallows. And we haven't destroyed any Horcruxes. We're doomed.
Yeah. Since we are pressed for time, you managed to defeat all the blights, and you all come upon this this circle of trees
Mhm.
with all these people that are just withered and old, all unconscious, in front of this hag, and it's just energy just pressing into her, and as you see her, her appearance begins to change. She seems more powerful, but she also seems much younger. And she's lost her appearance as a hag. You see this beautiful sorceress in dark black and violet robes,
Mhm.
wielding a staff covered in vines with a crystal in the center.
Okay.
And she goes, "So today we finish this, and I guess we can clear initiative, or do you want to do the same initiative?"
Go ahead and clear it.
Clear. I thought you might like those.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll initiative.
Of course.
That's some crappy initiative rolls we got. To repeat.
We got distracted by the blights.
It was the purple that threw me off.
Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, right. Get ready to hate me.
Too late.
All right.
I was born ready.
So
It's Trinity. We're screwed.
Um.
Has it been longer than a minute?
Uh. Actually, before the match starts, everyone make me I say a dex saving throw. You're good. Beats not good. No, it's not good. Okay, Chunko, as you see these things, these vines begin to rise out of the ground and try to entangle you, you immediately jump out of the way. You're just dodging. But unfortunately, your cousin and your buddy Orin were not lucky enough to escape them, so they're entangled. Your movements are now cut to 0.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what would be good entangled. I'll just use that. Or is there more? No. Let's go with this wrench. All right, there we go. All right. All right. All right. So Dorig, it is your turn. You can either try to throw something at range at her, or you can use an athletics check to break free from the vines.
I try to break free from the vines.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think he might have broke free.
And I think we still have advantage on our strength checks if the bear
Yeah.
still
you do.
going.
So you make crit. Okay, 17. Yeah, 17's still good. Yeah, you break free of the vines as you flex your mighty muscles. And you're like, these vines can't stop me.
These
But
vines
that
can't
does
stop.
conclude your turn.
I can still
That
move
does
though, right?
conclude- Yeah, you can still move. It's an action, but you can still move.
Yeah, so I move up to her.
All right.
I get right into her face. Me and you, we're going tango.
You were already entangled.
No, I
it's
said
her turn.
tango. We're going to dance.
Oh.
Cha-cha-cha.
There's probably, oh yeah, the vines had a bunch of roses on them, and there's this rose caught in your mouth, and you're just.
Yeah, there's a rose in my mouth right now. Yes.
That's what you say.
Okay, it's Jezebel's turn. She is going to cast a shocking grasp, which I think may be a saving throw.
No,
Not
it's an
sure.
attack roll.
No, it's a deck roll.
And if Pete's wearing metal armor, then she has advantage.
Oh boy.
Are you wearing
Yep.
metal armor, Pete?
Yes, I am. Chainmail.
Mm.
That's a melee spell attack.
All right. Roll 1d20.
Well, I'm sure her spell attack bonus isn't that high.
I don't know. She's been. Well, I guess it is.
Doesn't need to
crits.
be. She critted.
All right.
And that wasn't even rolling with advantage.
Mm.
She was
The
rolling.
thing
with
is, shocking grasp doesn't double damage with the crit, does it?
Yes, it does. If it's a spell attack, if it's an attack roll, then yeah, crit will do double damage.
I thought spells didn't do double damage on crits.
It does if there's an attack roll involved. If there's a saving throw roll involved, then it doesn't. But if there's an attack roll involved, then yes, it does.
Mm.
Okay, where is it? Ah, here it is. It's gonna be 2d8.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, we're not gonna make her that high. That's a little unfair. I almost thought about making her level 5 for a second there.
We would have been cinders. We know how those guys work. It would have been an entangle that dropped on us.
Yeah. You take
Say
6
her name.
damage. And I do believe something happens if you're wearing metal armor.
No, it just means
Yeah.
he can't take reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That concludes her turn. Orin, what are you going to do?
I'm in an entangle. Oh, does their concentration break? Oh, she hasn't taken damage yet. Let's see if we
Nope.
can change that. Hmm. Do I have any? What sorts of impedance do I have right now? Can I do an attack, or do I have to?
You can do an attack, but you just can't move.
Okay. I'm sending ice knife at her. Okay. Oh, sorry, Dorik.
All right.
I guess actually that would be hitting Dorik too. Yeah. There you go, Dorik. Yeah, very good. No damage for you.
Saving throw.
Oh.
Dex.
Yeah.
Well, does a 7 hit? I guess not.
Right.
Right. A 7 doesn't hit. Good point.
Just the
She
deck
still-
save. Just
So she
She still
failed the
needs to
deck
make a
save.
dex save.
Yeah, she did fail the deck save, so I guess she takes the 3 and 6. I guess.
Yep.
just a 6. The
Just
3
a
is for the knife itself.
Okay, 6. She is down at 6. She is.
And is
Oh
that first level
why'd she
spell?
have so many hit points?
Yes,
Or is that cantrip?
it's a first level spell.
That's first.
All right, so she's down.
Why do you ask?
I'll just see if I take any damage.
Okay.
Oh, I have a pencil chopper.
Like it says no damage if you save, so.
Where does it say no damage, did you say?
In the spell description. Mine.
So,
Okay.
all right. It is your turn, Chunko. What do you want to do?
All right.
Oh. Does that break her concentration?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
she
she
needs to
does
make a
have to
DC
make
10.
a saving throw. Oh, what's a concentrate? No, just roll a d20. See if she does. 14.
Yeah. Probably keeps it.
Yeah, she probably keeps it. Junko, it's still your turn.
Yeah, why is Orin entangled when he made the save and Chunko not entangled?
Chunko was the one who made a save, not Orin.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Got
thought. Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine was horrible. Mine was a 7. His was a
Go
15.
here, and I'll just firebolt.
Ooh,
Nope,
nice.
that's a miss.
Yeah, oh gosh, this is gonna go so bad. You guys like had this last time. All right, so Junko is no, it's Doric's turn. Just been shocking grasp.
I'm going to swing my maul at her.
All right,
Does a 22 hit?
that hits. 22 hits.
15 bludgeoning damage.
15 bludgeoning.
Concentration check. Oh,
right.
and wait.
I believe the 17 does hit. It's check.
So she needs to make a concentration check, Michael.
11 more bludgeoning damage.
More. Ooh, wow. Pretty powerful. All right. Let's see. Roll 1.
So she needs to make 2 concentration saves. One at I think 15 to beat the first one, right? If I know if
Right.
I don't
She
exactly
fails.
remember concentration very well, but
Hmm.
I believe that fails.
Yeah.
I could take the wrench off.
I thought it was half the damage.
Oh, it could be half.
So that would have fell. I think because it's
So-
sharp.
It was half or 10, whichever is higher.
Half or 10, yeah.
Either way, she fails.
No, I think a 10 makes it.
All right. Now I guess I'll roll the
And
second
then
one.
now I rolled again for 11, and it doesn't stack over the round.
It's each hit, so she took 2 hits, so she's got a.
Okay.
All
I
right.
got to put the wrench back on then.
Yeah, page 203 says concentration is half the damage or 10,
Oh, half. Okay.
whichever's higher.
Alright. It's now her turn, and she's going to cast. Let's see. That's an interesting one. Let's try it. She's gonna burn one of her spell slots. And you guys are really gonna hate me for this. She's gonna. Where is it? Here. She summons a sphere in 4 inches diameter. And it glows in many colors.
That counts as a ranged attack, right?
Yeah.
Does 11 hit?
11 does not hit. And she's going to.
Is that a feat?
Okay, you're Chunko, your odds. Chunko, your odds. Orin, your evens.
You're breaking up, Michael.
Okay, Chunko, your odds. Uh, Jody, your evens. So basically, she's going to send this attack coming your way, Chunko.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a chromatic orb.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
It's at disadvantage, isn't it? If she's a melee?
Oh, yeah. You got a point. If it gets higher, I think Chunko may be screwed. Okay. 10 hit.
10 won't hit.
10 will hit?
Will not hit.
Oh, okay. I was about like, what? Okay, she misses with this chromatic orb.
Of course. Well, I'm not going to mention it, but.
It is your turn.
With me?
Yeah.
Wish I had something to do that would be mean, but yes, that'll might hit him. So I guess I'll frostbite again. Like, trying to get her to have disadvantage.
She has disadvantage.
If she fails this attack, she gets. If she fails the Constitution save.
All right, Constitution. She has a good Constitution.
And I'll move on up. Is that a bonus action or not? Yeah, she saves. So, I forget how it works. No. So yeah, I did the frostbite on her. I moved up, and that's all I'm doing this turn.
All right. And Junko, it is your turn.
Is it now? And she just sent a colorful ball my way, right?
She did. Can you send one back?
Yeah.
Magic missile for. Wow. What is that? 12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage. All right. She looks bloodied.
And she needs to make another save.
Another save for what?
Well, I guess concentration doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah. Just started moving.
We start off at the top of the round with Dorig. What do you want to do?
Squisher. Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Mm.
That is it.
Hey, move. Move to the side. Don't let her get a nice.
Oh yeah, scooch over one space, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't get her. Oh, well, I guess you could do that. Do the tangoing around her. Eh?
Block off her escape.
All right. And Zach, conclude your turn.
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Okay, she's gonna cast magic missile and one missile on each of you.
Pew pew pew.
Really? Okay. Now it's on. Pew pew pew.
It's Chunko for 4 damage.
All right.
The circle of the dragon or not?
No?
Nope. Okay.
Nope, not yet.
1 damage. No, 2 damage to Dorig. And let's see how much damage to.
2014.
Gosh damn it! I knew this was gonna happen. 5 damage to Doran.
Okay. I can take it. I can take it. Is that all you got? Is she done?
Yeah, she's. It's your turn, Oren.
Okay. So let's see. 5 foot step this way. 5 foot step this way. 5 foot step this way. And boom. Oh. Thunderwave. What? 2 points of damage? That's not right.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Why would it do 2 points?
This is 1 plus 1. Literally. Jeez.
2d8, roll a
Right.
1 and a 1.
Oh gosh, it's strength saving throw.
Yeah, but she's only taking 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
And she's still got a high.
Strength, I know.
Is it strength? No, it shouldn't be strength.
Chunko, is your turn.
I think it's con.
It should be a
I've got-
Constitution save.
Yeah.
She's got +4 to her strength. Wow.
That's a green hag. What do you expect?
Yeah, they have it miskeyed, I think, in roll 20 here.
Wait, she still takes damage, right? This is a first level spell, right?
Yeah, it's a con save, Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Yeah, why is it marked as strength if it's Constitution save?
That's how it is off the compendium spells. Like I just copied and pasted off the roll 20 stuff.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
check real quick. I think it may be. You may be right.
It is.
You should probably update that.
I'm working on it.
Oh, there's Thunderwave. Constitution say. Oh, right. It's a Constitution saving throw. Let's try this again.
You just want to see her fly a little. Fly, little hag, fly.
Well, ooh. Just saved. Just saved. So she still takes 1 point of damage.
And doesn't move. Okay, fine. Tried to be clever.
And we started to top it around with. No, we start with Chunko. It's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Nine slashing, but the 11 probably doesn't hit.
11 doesn't hit. No, 9 slashing. Let's see. That's gonna be. She's looking more beat up by the second. She. Oh wait, no, it's Doric's turn. My bad.
Scoring smash. Scoring smash.
Oh my
Doric
god.
smash.
Doric, you've been chasing the tag for a long time. You've been facing her down. She's causing you so much trouble. How would you like to end her?
Well, I smushed her head into the ground, and then I pick it up and I hold it up in the air.
No, just keep hammering her down into the ground and stay down.
Ooh. Stay down.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Like a steak into the ground.
Yeah, like you're pile driving her into the dirt.
We already had a wrestling theme on one of these Dragonlance campaigns, so.
I love how one of those is a crit foul.
Girl got killed.
And then he
down,
drops his
right
pants.
So,
Oops, I think I may have
as
broken the
she is
staff.
defeated, she returns to her withered hag form, and all this energy that was in her goes back into the forest, and the mosque comes off. The people fall to the ground. Birds and chirping and so forth. The people return to normal. You see squirrels, rabbits frolicking, and the forest looks like it's back to the way it was.
Frolicking.
No frolicking allowed in this forest. It's a family-friendly show.
As he pulls his pants back up.
Jeez, stop doing that.
Let's see. The staff she wielded.
Is that for the Magi?
Nope. It is a staff, a druid staff. It's also a +1.
Really?
It's also a plus
+1
what?
to all your druid spells.
Okay. I guess I'm taking that, eh?
Yeah, you're taking that.
Well, I don't know.
I
No,
love
I'm
how
just kidding.
saying that. Yeah, I like it. Like, you're taking that.
I might multi-class.
You're not to level 3 yet, but we got one more fun thing to do before the
Level up?
level up, yeah. So all the people are free. They carry you on like you're at a rock concert. You're just passing along and
Nub nub. Did they sing the Nub Nub song? Nub Nub. Sing it, Nub Nub. Yup, yup.
So
Where's the gone?
yeah. So as you are taken back to town, they throw a kegger for your saving them. So they give you their famous amber ale that the town's famous for, and they give you drinks around the house. They feed you, and you get paid, which was like what, 400, or is it 200 or something? What do you get paid when you
It was,
get
I
to
think,
town?
70 each, whatever it worked out to.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to get this thing fixed.
All right.
Also,
So then I send another
So
40
you're
via
brought back
Korean
to.
Union.
So you're brought back to town. You're celebrated as heroes, and you have uh, it carries on till late in the evening, till you decide that you really want to head to city
Mm-hmm.
to see what else is going on.
Okay.
Sure. Let's head back down.
Saddle up your horses and you move to town, towards town on the road. The night seems very eerie this time of night. And the all the leaves are off the trees. There's an eerie howl in the wind. And you feel like you guys are being watched.
How much gold was that? 70 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. We're being watched. It's a squirrel, see? He's come back to avenge his brother who got smashed into the ground when Dorig was putting her in her grave. That was a miss. That's squirrel there.
At the end of the road behind you guys, Dorig, you see a figure you recognize.
The heck? Is it
No.
the heck?
No, you see a armored figure, black and silver armor, with a dark helm with antlers coming out of it, beating red eyes,
Ah, dark helmet.
Have we had a long rest?
riding an undead steed.
It's very dead. Have we had a long rest?
Or just a short rest.
I think you got a long rest at the
Forest thing,
the kegger because you're just relaxing, you're healing up your wounds and so forth, drinking, having a good time. But you see behind him is a horde of undead skeletons on skeletal horses, and the Death Knight points his figure, says, "Get them!" And you're now in a race to get to the city before these skeleton riders catch up with you. So everybody, well, hold on a second, let me clear it. Reroll initiative.
This does not bode well.
I forgot to make a.
Somebody get Dorig. He's still pounding her the crap. Can I go scoop Dorig up and
Get all those low rolls out of the way now, Pete.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Soon enough, you'll be 4th level and be able to increase an ability score.
Oh, come on.
Boy.
That's so unfair. So the Death Knight points, and all these skeletal riders are. You can either dash, attack on your left side or your right side. I really wish I made a map of this because this is such a cool concept. And you have skeleton riders riding up beside you. You cannot win against the Death Knight. I'm saying that right now.
I don't know.
It's the same CR as a regular Death Knight, so you So your choices are to either run or fight one of the while you're riding one of the skeleton warriors when it gets up to you.
Why do I have to wait till it gets up to me? Can't we ranged attack it?
You
That'd be right.
can from behind, but you will slow your movement down a bit.
Mm.
So your goal is not to actually win this fight, but to get to the city. And you guys got, I say, 120 feet.
Okay.
All right, and you're starting at 0. All right, so you can dash, ride, attack. What do you want to do? Oh, right, skeleton riders. They're gonna move up.
How many are there?
There is an unlimited number of them.
Mm.
What it looks like, but you see 4 riding up, 2 on Dorix, 1 on Dorix, both sides. One's on the right side of Orin. The other's on the left side of Chunko.
Okay. So they moved up.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Good question. What do I want to do? This would be, and I can't get but the one in the Thunderwave. If I did it, can I get more than
Yeah,
one?
you can do that.
Okay, so I will try to ride forward, but cast the Thunderwave, knock whatever one mine, and whoever else I can knock in it up to 10 feet away. No, wait, what's the cone?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a for the
15
skeleton
foot
rider. It's gonna be 1 D.
15-foot cone targeting the one on me, and whatever I can get behind me. And we're trying to get my horse to ride at least a little bit faster. So there you go. That's what I'm doing.
It's a saving.
Okay. So, boom, 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 boom. And didn't it pump up? Weird. It didn't seem to cast. I'll try it again. Yes, I might have messed it up. Or did I do? No, stop the whisper.
All right. Did you did Thunderwave or?
I'm trying.
All right.
That switched some things up when I was trying to put the staff in.
Hmm.
And it's up. Outputting now. I don't know why. Let's see, what did I do? I did never whisper rolls. This one. Playing with roll 20, finding all the little nooks and crannies.
What's the damage for the dice of a Thunderwave?
2d8.
2d8. All right.
We'll have to roll it.
I'm rolling it for you because it pretty much saved its failed its saving throw. So
There we go. Got it.
And
Okay,
Uh,
whatever.
What you prefer, 8 or 5?
I'll take a 5 because I'm slow.
All right. So they're pushed. It's pushed back. Takes 5 damage, and it takes 5 and that's 13. So it's 13. Yeah, it's skeleton looks pretty beat up, but the warhorse, skeletal warhorse, seems fine. But Aaron, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
So is there one near me, or do I or such that I'll have disadvantage with a ranged attack?
You would have disadvantage on range attack, and you would have a disadvantage on a range attack because it's really close to you. It's right beside you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
and oh right, how much feet did you move, Jody? 40, would you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Because of the thunder wave. So you're 40 feet. Let's see how to do that. 120, 120, 40. All right. Okay. So you swing your hand axe. That's going to be a hit.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit. For 9 slashing.
9 slashing.
And then can I do a bonus action or attack, or do I
You can do a bonus action.
Yes.
and then what about a 13?
13 just hits.
3 slashing.
3 slashing.
So 9 and then 3.
It's still standing, but it's barely up.
Okay. And then my horse is just still going, however fast.
Yeah, how fast are you going? You're like, you move 30 feet, or yeah, you move 30 feet. So you're going.
Someone's having fun with freehand drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? A beaver next to it?
But not me. I'm blaming it on the Pete.
All right, Pete, is your turn. You got 2 right on either side of you.
Looks like a moose and a squirrel.
Bingo.
Winkle.
Moose and squirrel.
Mooses. What?
And is it how close are people to each other? Or did we already ask this already? Like, are we all in the same area?
Jody's taking the lead at 40 feet. Aaron's at 30 feet. Pete, you have yet to move because it's your turn. And you have 2 skeleton riders on either side of you, Pete.
I charge. What is it? I take a dash action.
All right, you move up. Let's see, 60 feet. So yeah, you move up, and beautiful. Well, roll 20 so I can make up dice. So I'm gonna roll 1d3. Because you can do that. Roll 20, and Aaron, you're 1. Jody, you're 2, and Pete, you're 3.
It should hit neither of us because that dice doesn't exist in real life.
Pete, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
As the Death Knight lifts up his hand and forms a fist and pulls it this way, you are pulled back 10 feet.
Okay.
With his horse?
Still ahead of the pack.
With his horse? Or off of
With his horse. Off his horse, would he just cruel? All right. So you're pulled back 10 feet. But you still have skeleton riders on either side of you, and they will attack for. Yeah, they're going to attack you. Let's see. Roll. It's 19.
Hits.
All right. You take 1 damage. And your skeletal rider is going to swing at you for. He misses. All right. And let's see what else. The rider. Oh yeah, Chunko. You didn't do anything about the rider on you, did you? Or no, you did. You fought him. He's gonna swing at you.
What?
For 18.
An 18 would hit.
Except shield.
Except I'm going to go ahead and shield.
All right.
Are we tracking
What's
this
the
on a map? Oh. We're just tracking it on paper.
Using interaction kind of stalls your horse, so you can only move 20 feet next turn.
Okay.
All right. So. All right. Now it is Orin's turn. What do you want to do?
My skeletal riders off me?
Yeah, your skeletal rider should be. No, they were pushed back. They're trying to catch up with you.
So could I dash ahead and do a mold earth?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So let me do these out first. First, I'll use a cantrip to mold earth behind, what's his name? Orin. Not me. Behind Goreg, because he's the furthest back, right?
No, I think I'm the furthest back.
No. Orin's, no, Pete's character Doreg is the first ahead. It's Chunko who's the first behind.
Chunko's the furthest behind?
Mm-hmm.
Chunko, Aaron's character.
Okay. Well, then I'll mold earth behind Chunko to try to create difficult terrain for anyone passing up on him. As a cantrip, it's a 5-foot cube, up to 30 feet away if I can reach that far.
So with dash, you can move 60 feet.
But I'm not dashing it. I'm first molding the earth.
All right, then you move 30 feet. So you are ahead right now.
And that makes difficult terrain for Aaron. And then we will do the totem. This time I think we'll do. Maybe we'll still do the bear with a circle. Okay, so did we get? Oh, did he get the spell? Did it not go through the mold earth?
Yeah, the mold earth I didn't, but the circle of the shepherd did.
Okay. If that pops it. There
Oh,
you
there
go,
it
mold
is.
earth. Yeah.
Let's see, let's
So it's a range of 30 feet. I'm doing the change dirt from normal to difficult terrain. And I'm setting it up between Chunko and the rest of the riders. And then we did the bear effect for everyone, so 7 hit points. And advantage on strength checks, I guess.
They make what kind of check?
Advantage on strength to circle the bear.
All right, strength checks. Got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
so they got +0 to strength. So, oh,
Oh, man.
they get advantage to strength checks. You guys get advantage to strength checks. This is
Right.
circle of the bear.
Right.
All right, I missed you.
And they're going into difficult. So.
Is
And
that
then I'll
your turn?
ride forward a full move. So that was bonus action, move.
All right, Junko, it is your turn.
All right, let me try to finish this this skeletal guy that's on me. For 9 slashing.
Are you sure they're easy to kill?
9 slashing. Yeah, you kill the guy that's right on you. The
Okay.
bones of the horse and the skeleton shatter.
All right. And then I ride.
All right. You ride 20 feet because you were
Shield.
yeah, you were slowed.
Because of what? Because I got hit last time or what?
Because you put up the
Yes.
shield.
So you made a reaction spell.
Okay.
So you're caught up. No, you're ahead of Pete because Pete got pulled back 10 feet.
Yeah, about 60 feet ahead.
Right.
Or 30 feet ahead.
Yeah, I think you're about to move forward anyways.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, Dwarig, it's your turn.
I charge again.
Dash again.
Mm-hmm.
You're 10 feet away from the gate. And you see the knights of the crown waving in, going, quickly, hurry, hurry. And now it's the bad guy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely, but this time he does it his arm spell stronger. And I'm gonna roll my D3, my magical D3.
Inconceivable.
Aaron, make me a wisdom saving throw. Ah. Okay, there's 2 ways I can go about this. Yeah, a refresh return. No, okay. Normally, this would have moved you back 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But since your crit failed, I'm doubling that.
All right, 40 feet back.
40 feet back.
So you've just lost 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going backwards?
So, okay, Oren, it is your turn.
Alrighty. So I think Pete's free. Keeping the circle thing on me, I'm gonna move up towards where Aaron's at, I guess. How far away is he from me?
Aaron is about 30 feet.
Yeah, so I'll move up to him and try to do a thunder wave back at the people past him.
Okay. Yeah, that could work. So you. Oh wait, I forgot to mention the skeletons have moved up. You see more skeletons coming at Aaron, but you do a thunder wave, and I'll just do one roll for all of them. They fail.
Boom, 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 boom.
So I guess you and Aaron can move 40 feet up, which puts you right back where you were, and Aaron right next to you.
Okay. Come, Junko. We must leave these people and get to the city.
Junko is
Smashing bones.
I was having fun smashing bones. But sure, let's ride like the wind.
Were they going down?
Dash. So we're dashing.
Yeah.
okay. So you dash. You go 60 feet. Yeah, you're already in the city.
Okay.
Aaron, you're in the city. Jody, you're still 60 feet back. Pete, you were 10 feet away. All right. So Dorig, what do you want to do?
I turned my horse around.
Really?
There's no one near me, right?
Right.
And the guy with the helmet's still out there, right?
Right. He's a Death Knight, but yeah.
I give him the finger while I slowly back my horse up into the gate. Meep, 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 meep. Yes, I do that.
So, I guess that would be wisdom save?
Charisma save?
For him or me?
For me.
Funny enough, it triggers a reaction. And he's going to roll 3d8.
How far away is the Death Knight from the gate?
I think I should get advantage for this, or inspiration for this.
I'll give you inspiration for this.
Because I might need it.
But the spell is done.
What are you doing?
13 damage.
To me?
Yeah.
What kind of spell was it?
It was like a very weak, like almost like a blight, and it just withers, and you see this life force just sucked out of Dora. He's flicking him off, and his finger starts to crumble backward. He's like, maybe that wasn't a smart idea.
You know what? I have another finger.
Yeah.
Make an athletic check to see if you can actually move that finger up.
What am I doing?
Do an athletics check to see if you
athletics
throw
check
the other
with
finger.
Disadvantage because you've been withered pretty bad.
I'll use my inspiration.
Now that, kids, is how you use inspiration.
Hell yeah.
You don't use it in the critical, everything's about to go south point of
Nope.
combat.
Nope. I used to make sure I could give this guy the finger.
Make sure it
Boy, did he.
registers.
So they immediately take you to the Knights grabbing. They immediately take you to the infirmary.
Infirmary? I don't need no infirmary.
Wait a minute, Jody's not in yet.
Jody's not.
Oh, Jody's in. He's already been in.
Oh, okay, I guess I dashed in with you.
Yeah, I don't think he was in yet.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Nope. That's why I did my wisdom save earlier. But
No, you see, you had 60 feet left. You made a dash. That's 60 feet.
yeah, but
It wasn't his turn yet.
Next round.
He made. Oh, right. It's not his turn yet. Okay, Jody's still out. So. All right. So you guys are both 60 feet.
And how far back is this Death Knight from the gate?
I'd say he's about. What was that? Oh, all right. I'd say he's about.
He's got to be close enough to see
About
the
40
shoot the finger.
feet. Yeah. He's a special Death Knight, so he's got a long range to spells.
He's special.
This guy, 120 feet plus 40, so he's about 40 feet from 0 point. But there's skeletons in between him and that road and so forth. Speaking of which, it is his turn.
I thought his turn was Gliding Pete.
Yeah. That's why it's Orin's
No,
turn.
that was a reaction.
Man, that's a badass reaction.
I know.
Legendary.
That means he can only move 20 feet in his turn
Yeah, right.
because he used a reaction.
Since there's two of you out, I'm going to roll a d2. I think you roll 20. Jody, make a wisdom saving throw.
Just not going to point out that I already did this, but okay. Your wisdom saving throw. The suspense. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you save. As you feel a much stronger force try to pull you than the last two, but you resist it off, and you're like, no, you're not taking me.
I am a man of the earth. I have strong roots in the ground.
And the skeleton tried to move past the terrain thing you put up. Yeah, Orin, it is your turn.
I will yell as I'm okay, ready guys, let's charge. I will yell back at him, none shall pass, and run into the city. Dash, or ride into the city, dash.
Yeah, you dash right into the city, and the knights are preparing to hold in. So I guess that leaves Chunko's turn. I assume you're dashing as well.
Well, I'm already in the city, right? Because I dashed last time.
Well, you're 60 feet away from the city, but you can dash and make it there.
So I thought I was 60 feet away last time when I
Didn't you
dashed.
move at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got moved back, and then you had to.
And then I dashed.
Yeah, and Jody. Okay, you dashed. Yeah, you're already in the city.
Okay, so now I'm in the city. I'm going to turn my horse around and magic missile Death Knight.
He just flings his hand and just cancels it out.
Yeah. That was his reaction.
Yeah. But you guys make it to the city, and yeah, I guess I'll do that. I didn't plan to do this early, but I'll do that. You guys are taken into the immediately to the infirmary where Doreg is being held.
Against my will, I must say.
You see these clerics of Mishikal trying to heal you, trying to remove all this witherness and so forth, but it's taking time as you are bedridden. And also, you get to add 70 more gold to your pot because you made it to the city. Also, you've been waiting for this. You all level up to level 3.
Yay! I multi-class into a wizard.
I'm gonna multi-class into fighter. No, wait, I said druid.
Jody, multi-class
What
into a fighter.
So you all level up. Orin. After that brief encounter,
There you guys are. So I missed all that. My computer lost its internet connection.
oh, it's all right. We're just role playing theater of mind at this point.
Okay.
As you arrive in the city, you Pete's bedridden. His cousin's waiting beside him. You go to the tops,
And we all level up.
and
Wow, it's been so long. A sweet level.
yeah, and you go to the tops of the guard towers and the walkways up there, and you take in a breath of fresh air,
Smells like bones.
and you see that the Death Knight and his skeletons have retreated, but something feels strange. And then before you
Okay.
appears a earth elemental.
For reals this time?
Is he dreaming again?
No, he's not dreaming.
Damn it!
Ooh.
Can we kill it?
No, you
What
may
the-
not. But this earth elemental is. Roll me a religion check.
Alrighty. Give me a second. Religion, you say?
Just roll a regular dice on the table if you can.
Oh, I still got my roll 20 now. It came back up on my computer.
Okay.
But I should probably cut out the video there. Now there's two of me. So apparently. Yeah, no, nothing. I got nothing.
It tells you that it is the emissary of Chislev, the goddess of nature, the goddess you worship, the neutral deity you worship, I should say.
Okay.
And you remember what I said about how this world works, right? Like class has a deity. Like every class has a deity, and this is where they mostly draw their power from.
Oh yeah.
He informs you that you were warned not to continue on this path, that we take no sides. Doing powers that are beyond even her, your goddess has abandoned you. Jody, your character, Orin Wormtongue, has lost all its power.
Uh-oh.
Yep, could be bad.
And that's where we're going to end this section.
All right.
So he's a level 3 farmer?
Basically.
You're still a druid. It's just I had this planned for much later, but basically since Doug left, basically we're going to do a quest for Jody to reclaim his power back.
Oh. Side quest.
Yeah, right side question. But you're not a glowing cat.
Well,
You're
it's
an
a
elf.
character arc. It's a
Oh,
character
I'm
arc.
sorry. Character arc.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
you
there's
each
speaker quote
you
there.
guys get one.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's. What'd you guys think in the session?
It's alright.
Oh wait, we should sign off first. We got like
Alright.
12 minutes. So, any announcements we got to make or anything?
So I think next week we're on hiatus.
Right.
Why are we on hiatus next week?
I got stuff.
You got stuff.
I got
Gotcha.
stuffity stuff.
Yeah. Plus, it's
Slacker.
the open
So, Desert Desolation is going to be on hiatus next week. Does that mean we're doing Dragonlance the week after?
Okay.
gaming. Aaron jumps on that.
Muglug, do not approve.
Muglug's not here. He doesn't have a say.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do Dragonlance the week after, or we don't have enough players. I was gonna say we could do Forge of Fury, but we don't have enough players.
Why don't we have enough players?
If I'm not
Because
available.
Aaron's here.
Oh, next week. Yeah.
And then shout out to anyone that might want to join our group. Say hey to Zerift. Leave a comment on the video.
I'm gonna be form of comments. No, that's wishful thinking. I'm gonna have a comment.
It'll say not it.
Not it.
Yeah. So.
And then
Yeah. Yeah. There's we're on hiatus next week. So.
guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I guess I'll be on hiatus next week. I'll run Dragonlance, and I'm still working with internet issues, so technical issues. So I may get a video up this coming week or something.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Have a night.
Bye.